One of the main challenges of putting together a survey exhibition of Donald's work is the fact that he was truly omnivorous in terms of the subjects and materials that he was working with throughout his life. Resistant Forms includes works from the late 1960s to the early 2000s. It has nearly 80 works in the show in total. The exhibition really wouldn't have been possible to put together without the support of the Donald Locke estate, and also with the collaboration of Icon Gallery in Birmingham and Camden Art Centre in London. And the reason why it feels special is because it's really the first time the full story, or something close to the full story, of Donald's life has been told. Locke's earliest ceramics evoke natural and bodily forms, from seed pods to human hips and torsos. More than anything, to me, they seem to reflect the influence of his tutors and peers at Corsham in the 50s. These include artists like James Tower, Bernard Meadows and William Scott, but also figures like Henry Moore, or indeed people like Bernard Leach. When he was living in London during the 1970s, Donald produced a series of monochromatic black paintings. There are 5 of these shown at Spike Island, and they also incorporate mixed media elements, from steel tacks to ceramic protrusions and metal grids. The interesting thing to me about these paintings is how they evoke the very structured, disciplinary architecture of the plantation. This was something that obviously captured Donald's imagination. It was something that was deeply connected to his own life experience, having grown up in between 2 plantations as a young boy. In 1979, Donald was awarded a Guggenheim Fellowship in Sculpture at the Graduate School of Ceramics at Arizona State University. He became preoccupied with the unique natural landscape of the American West, and also the sculptural potential of bronze. This period also reveals how Locke's early interest in human and natural forms begins to merge with the growing fascination with mythology. You see that even if his subject changes and the things that he's thinking about thematically begin to shift, he still has this commitment to form and trying to solve formal problems. In the early 90s, Donald moved to Atlanta, and in 1992 he took on a studio at Nexus. He was there for 5 years, and it was a really productive period in his career. He made a lot of small and larger scale canvases where you have found materials embedded into the paintings. This is something that, as I mentioned previously, occurs in the monochromatic black paintings from the 1970s, but it feels very different in these works from the 90s. They feel somehow more narrative. They incorporate bits of found wood, bits of found metal. There's black paint overlaying them, but in kind of centrifugal brushstrokes. So you have the edges of the canvas which are kind of untreated and bare, going around found photos that have been painted onto the canvas, or indeed objects that have been pasted on as well. Black velvet lined boxes that have been attached with small screws onto the back of the painting. So they have this incredible sculptural depth. It was Carly Hazelwood that wrote that Donald made painting with a sculptor's sensibility, and this was really the first time that I really recognised and understood that. It's wonderful to see how an artist is so willing to be shaped by his life experiences, having lived between Guyana, the UK and the United States. There's something kind of profoundly energetic and truly experimental about his approach to making art. That's one of the things that first captured me and encouraged me to want to put together this survey exhibition.